Welcome to Department of Collegiate and Technical Education. Subject Applied Thermal Engineering, Unit 2nd, Steam Boiler, and this is the first session for 5th semester Diploma in Mechanical Engineering students. And the next one is the classification of boiler. The first one is according to the content in the tube. So content in the tube means it may be a fire tube or it may be a water tube. The fire tube is also called as the smoke tube. So what is the difference the fire tube and water tube? The fire tube means once the flue or hot flue gases are directly passes through the tube, or it may be a single tube or it may be a multi-tube. So which means the tube which contains the flue gases or hot gases and water is surrounded by it, which is known as the fire tube boiler. So in one word we can say that a tube which contains the fire and water is surrounded by it is called as the fire tube boiler. The water tube means the tube which contains the water and surrounded by the flame or the hot flow gases is known as the water tube boilers. So here in the fire tube boiler, the flame and hot gases produced by the combustion of fuel passes through the tubes called multiple tubes or multi-tubes which are surrounded by water. The heat is conducted through the walls of the tubes from the hot gases to the surrounding water. The example of the fire tube boiler is simple vertical boiler, Cochrane boiler, Lancashire boiler, Cornish boiler, locomotive boiler, so etc. So these are the example of the fire tube boiler. And second one is water tube boiler. The water is contained inside the tube, which are surrounded by the flame or hot gases from the outside. So in one word we can say a tube which contains the water and surrounded by the flame or the hot flow gases is known as the water tube boilers. So here is the example is Babcock and Wilcox boiler and Lamont boiler, Benson boiler. So these are the example of the water tube boiler. So in the sketch it is a fire tube boiler and which is the water tube boiler. So from the combustion chamber, from the hot flue gases directly passes through this is the tube, directly passes through the tubes and water is surrounded by this is known as the fire tube boiler. So in the water tube boiler, the water which contains inside the tube. So here the multiple tubes. Here is also it may be a single tube or it may be a multiple tubes. And even here is also it may be a single tube or multiple tubes. So in this case it is a multiple tube. So if one tube contains the water and surrounded by the flame or hot flow gases, so which is called the water tube boiler. The second one is according to the position of the furnace. Position of the furnace means the burning of the fuel, whether it is internally fired or externally fired. The furnace which placed or which may be located inside the boiler is called as the internally fired. So most of the fire tube boilers are called the internally fired. So most of the fire tube steam boilers. So suppose if it is the most of the water tube boilers are called the externally fired one. So here the difference is that the furnace which is located inside the boiler cell, which is known as the internally fired steam boilers. For example, this is the example, most of the fire tube boiler are the internally fired. Externally fired steam boilers are the arrangement. So here some settings with the brickwork setting, so which is externally fired. So most of the water tube boilers are the externally fired one. According to the axis of the cell. So in this there are two types, that is vertical boilers and horizontal boiler. So this cell is placing whether it is a vertically or it may be a horizontal one. So means the axis of the cell is vertical is known as the vertical steam boilers. So examples are simple vertical boiler, Cochrane boiler are the examples of vertical boilers. Horizontal steam boilers are axis of the cell is horizontal one. So examples are Lancashire boiler, locomotive boiler, Babcock and Wilcox boiler are the examples of horizontal boilers. Then the fourth one is number of tubes. So we are discussed, either it may be single tube or multi-tubular. Single tube means only one tube. Multi-tube means it may be two, more than two. So depend upon the capacity of the boiler, multi-tubulars. So it is a single tube. So here is the single tube steam boiler. There is only one fire tube, or it may be a water tube. It's called as the single tube boiler. So example is the simple vertical boiler and Cornish boiler are the single tube boilers. And the multi-tubular steam boilers are those two or more fire tubes or water tubes are called the multi-tubular steam boilers. So examples are Lancashire boiler, locomotive boiler, Cochrane boilers, Babcock-Wilcox boilers are the multi-tubular boilers. Then the fifth one is according to the method of circulation of water and steam. So that is the circulation of water. So here there are two types under natural circulation of boiler and forced circulation. So natural means which is by means of convection current. That is circulation by means of natural one convection current. And if it is we are going to use the pumps, that pump is the centrifugal pump is by means of some external source. That is the forced circulation of boiler. So in the first one is the natural circulation steam boiler. The circulation of water is by natural convection current, which means natural convection current, which are set up during the heating of water. In most of the steam boiler, there is a natural circulation of water. So this is the first one. Second one is the forced circulation of steam boiler. There is a forced circulation of water by a centrifugal pump driven by some external power. Use of forced circulation is made in higher pressure boiler, such as Lomond boiler and Henschen boiler, and Babcock and Wilcox boiler are the examples for the forced circulation of steam boilers. Then the sixth one is according to the use. So according to the use of the steam boiler, so one is the stationary boiler and mobile boiler. Stationary boilers means which cannot move from one place to another. It cannot move from one place to another. It is a fixed one, which is called the stationary boiler. Mobile boilers means which moves from one place to another place. So here is the mobile means we are moving the boilers from one place to another place is known as the mobile boilers. So here the stationary steam boilers are used in power plants, in the industrial process work. These are called the stationary because they do not move from one place to another. So it is a fixed one. So second one is the mobile steam boilers are those which move from one place to another. So these mobile boilers are the locomotive and marine boilers are called the mobile type of steam boilers. Then the last one is according to the source of heat. The resource may be the combustion of the solid or the liquid or the gaseous one. So here it may be solid, liquid or the gaseous one, or some byproducts of other chemical process like electric energy or the nuclear energy, etc. Which means the steam boilers may be classified according to the source of heat supplied for producing the steam. So these sources may be combustion of solid, it may be a coal, means it may be a coal, liquid or gaseous fuel, hot waste gases by products of other chemical process, electric energy or nuclear energy, etc. Thank you for watching this video.